My name is Mizuki Aizawa. I work in sales for a food manufacturer. This year, the wholesalers and manufacturers who handle our food products changed their purchasing managers, making sales easier, and as a result, my route sales have been going well.
Congratulations on achieving the monthly sales!
Thank you.
You did well in developing new sales contacts and planning promotional events. You've done a great job this year, Aizawa. The company's upper management has high expectations for you.
Yes, I'll do my best again next year. I achieved monthly sales 12 months in a row before. Be careful not to get carried away, or you'll lose your footing. Yes? Chief Higami is so scary. I wonder if he's jealous. Well, whatever. I told my fiancé, Nanako Dameda, on our date how happy I was to receive the compliment. Nanako is a sales clerk at the same company, so she already knows a lot about my work, but... So, I got praised by the head of the department. It seems that the company's upper management has high expectations for me, and if I keep this up, I might be able to move up the ladder.
I see.
Nanako, we're on a date, but all she does is look at her phone and doesn't seem to care what I'm doing. Hey, what are you looking at? Did something interesting happen?
Not really.
Not really?
Oh, are you going to the next year-end party, Mizuki?
Oh, the one where only those doing well in the sales department are allowed to attend? The section chiefs and managers aren't coming, right?
Huh? What? You wouldn't go if the higher-ups aren't? That's pretty harsh.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm going.
Really? Well, whatever.
It hasn't been going well with Nanako lately. We're planning to get married next spring, but I wonder if we'll really be okay. Nanako and I have been together for 3 years. We got engaged last year and were supposed to get married this year, but my mom is going to have a major surgery, so we postponed it until she can attend, which will be next year. I feel bad for making her wait, but I feel like we've been drifting apart lately. During that time, a year-end party was held in the sales department. The most senior person in terms of position was Chief Higami, so everyone was drinking while being considerate of him. It's good that the head of the department isn't here, but it's still kind of scary because the chief is here. I'm more concerned about the chief than the head of the department.
I'm rather afraid since Chief Higami can do whatever he wants because the head of the department isn't around.
And in the middle of the year-end party, I left to go to the bathroom and came back a while later. I was about to enter the room when I heard some unbelievable words.
Why did I get engaged to that guy? He has no future. If I get married, that's where I'll be buried.
What? Nanako's voice? What? Why? Aizawa did well this year and has potential for a bright future, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. He had a good year because I assisted him. That promotion project of his that became the talk of the company was born of my idea.
What? So, he stole the chief's idea? Oh, that's horrible!
Well, I guess it can't be helped at this time. Otherwise, he can't do anything on his own anyways. What? What is that? All you did was make fun of me while I was working on that project.
I just want to break up with him. Such a lame guy.
Hey, aren't you two drinking too much? Get this year's dirt out of the way before the year changes. You should just say everything on your mind. It'll make you feel better.
Well, I actually don't like him at all.
If you don't like me, we can break off the engagement. I'm going home. After I left, I received a phone call from Hosaka-san, who was worried about me.
Are you alright, Aizawa-san?
I'm sorry for leaving so suddenly. How was everyone after that?
It's hard to say, but the chief did whatever he wanted, and he left with Dameda-san at the end.
I see. I had a feeling that Nanako was acting strange lately, but I guess that's why. I realized that Nanako and Chief Higami were having an affair, and that was quickly confirmed. To my surprise, I received a phone call from Chief Higami. Can we be sure you're breaking off the engagement? I want to make sure I get the right word. Yes, it's confirmed. A statement, huh? I should probably record this. I started recording in case we need to discuss it with our families.
Don't be petty asking for alimony or something, alright? You don't want to add to the shame, do you?
That's right. The reason we're breaking off this engagement is because Mizuki is unattractive. If anything, I should be the one asking for alimony. From now on, don't meddle in my affairs no matter who I'm dating.
Why did you bother to call just for this? You all sound pretty drunk. I'm sober already. I was so heartbroken that I didn't go anywhere for the end of the year and lived like a recluse. And then New Year's came. I received a phone call from my colleague, Arai-san. Hey, Aizawa-san, we're having a New Year's party with just our good friends, so you better come. No thanks. I don't want to meet anyone. You must all think I'm pathetic. No, come on out. If you don't start rehab now, you won't be able to come out to the office on the 5th to start work. It's fine. You're a hard man to take care of. I'm coming to get you, so wait for me. And so I was taken to the New Year's party by Arai-san. There's nothing to talk about.
Just drink and cheer up. You like drinking, right?
Aizawa-san, if it's about the year-end party, everyone who was there is on your side, you know? Everyone thinks Dameda and Chief Higami are scum.
After Aizawa-san left, we were all so shocked.
I actually had a feeling they were having an affair from a while ago. I saw them together a few times at work. I was planning to tell you at some point, but then the year-end party happened.
Me too.
Me too, actually. I realized around the end of the year. I saw those two on the stairs, you know. Oh, I saw that!
Me too.
I wanted to see if everyone else saw.
There's no need for Aizawa-san to have a hard time at work over this. It's those two who are to blame. You! I heard from my daughter. What do you mean you broke off the engagement?
What? Daughter, are you Dameda-san's father? You haven't heard anything from Nanako about the reason for breaking off the engagement?
No, she told me, crying, that you broke off the engagement out of the blue.
I'm sorry. Us three are colleagues of Aizawa-san and Dameda-san, and we were there when the engagement was broken off. Could you calm down and listen to Aizawa-san for a moment? With Arai-san's assist, Nanako's father was ready to hear me out. There, I was able to explain the whole situation honestly.
I don't know how to apologize if it's true. Anyway, I apologize. You can charge the alimony too. I'll talk to my daughter when I get back.
I'm having trouble figuring out what to do about the alimony. I played the recording to Nanako's father to explain to him that I was told over the phone not to ask for alimony. Then, Nanako's father's anger exploded. I immediately called Nanako and had her and Chief Higami come over.
I wasn't cheating on you. We broke off the engagement simply because you stopped liking me, right?
That's right. You don't have any proof, do you? I don't deserve to be accused of something like that. Is this proof they were kissing on the stairs?
What?
That seems like enough evidence.
What? Human Resources Manager!
What? Oh, hello. Dameda and I are fishing buddies. I came here today to have a New Year's party with him. It seems that Nanako's father was acquainted with the Human Resources Manager of our company.
Could this be evidence too?
In the conference room? How could you? I happened to see one of our cars while I was out, so I took a picture. Can this be used for something? Hey, using the company car to go to a hotel while at work?
This is really not good. Oh, why do you even have that picture? Were you following me?
We saw them all by accident.
That's right.
There are no excuses for any of this. Aizawa, you can claim exactly what you want in terms of alimony.
The company can't say anything about the affair, but the fact that you had relations within the company during working hours, going to a hotel in the company car, and tarnishing the company's image needs to be addressed accordingly.
Wait, HR manager, I apologize, so please, I won't do it again.
Higami, you were punished for harassing a female employee at another company, weren't you? I brought you here to work for me since you'd made a vow to change. I was relieved to know that you changed yourself by the time you became a chief, but it seems you haven't grown at all. I'll report back to the company after the new year with what I've been shown. This confirms how it's going to be a ridiculously difficult year for Nanako and Chief Higami. I kind of felt relieved. After New Year's, when the Human Resources Department conducted interviews with other employees, more and more problems with Nanako and Chief Higami came to light. The chief was sent to a branch office for disciplinary action, and Nanako was suspended from work for a week. But she soon resigned on her own accord. It must have been excruciating to be shunned by everyone in the department because of her attitude at the year-end party. What happened to the alimony? I'll be receiving a good amount. Nanako's father called to say that Nanako would be strictly re-educated at their home and apologized and reported that all the alimony paid on her father's behalf would be returned by Nanako herself. This was all thanks to Arai-san and everyone else. So, why don't we use this money to go out for a drink? It'll be a redo of the year-end party and the New Year's party.
Yay!
I was blessed with my colleagues despite my fiancé and boss being terrible. I have a feeling that everything is going to be better this year.
If my life were ramen noodles, it would be full of bitterness and misery. No. Like Neapolitan pasta with nothing but green peppers on the plate. Ah! What a mistake I made coming into this world in the first place, chamomile tea.
Boring.
Was she talking to me?
It makes the food taste bad, so can you stop saying weird things like that?
What?
Just listening to you makes me feel down. Stop trying to spread your dark aura around here. We'll both go down together.
My name is Haruto Shibuki. I'm a poor office worker who missed the last train working overtime. When suddenly a gal nearby got mad at me. You don't know anything about me, so why don't you stop saying hurtful things? You're making me feel even worse.
I don't know anything about you, huh? You've been working for a corrupt company for a few years, and going home on time and taking paid vacations would be a dream. You work hard from morning till night and put up with your unreasonable boss's constant anger, but no one ever praises you for it. You work late again today and miss the last train. You just go home to eat and sleep, but now you can't even make it home. You're a dull office worker lamenting all of that at a diner, right?
How do you know?
I can tell just by looking at your face. All you do is make dull wishes about your corrupt company. You seem to be living a very boring life.
You live that good of a life to be able to say that to someone? Good for you. You're blessed. Congratulations.
Yeah, great. I'm blessed, thanks.
But be careful. Life can turn at any moment. And the next thing you know, the gates of hell could open right in front of you. And some irrational force that you can't avoid will suck you in. And you'll have to live in hell.
Is that hell the corrupt company you work for? You're overreacting. I don't know if you can come back from hell, but you can quit a corrupt company.
Don't underestimate the stickiness of a corrupt company. Once you go in, you can't get out. They are more powerful than a cockroach trap. I bet you can't even imagine what it's like for someone with no experience in the business world.
And? Are you going to spend the rest of your life as a cockroach? That's sad.
What is with you? How am I supposed to live then?
If it's hard, why don't you just run away? Just go somewhere else. The world is a big place, and there's plenty of work in the world. So, live the way you want.
You're so pure. If I'm the dark type, you must be the light one. I'm dazzled and jealous.
I'm not that pure. It's just that I've seen so much darkness already.
What does that mean?
Don't blame the environment and take action. There are two ways for humans to survive. Either you evolve to make the environment less harsh on you, or you move to an environment where you can adapt. Either way, if you're afraid of change, you'll lose. People who can't adapt will perish. If you want to survive, if you want to change your life, you have to keep changing and evolving.
What is that? That gal. Representative of Photo Studio Sekafushi? Who was that gal who suddenly came over and lectured me? I went to work the next day, but I couldn't get that gal out of my head, and I was working in a daze the whole time. The day went by so fast when I was thinking about that gal. Photo Studio Sekafushi. Our photo studio is available for any situation from girls' day to wedding commemorative photos to girls' night out and parties. Reviews are good too. Been in business for less than a year and it's already very popular. Speaking of which, that gal was so dazzling. I'm used to the stagnant, muddy atmosphere of corrupt companies, so the intense energy that gal was radiating was just dazzling to me. It was burned into my eyes. Then for a while, all I could think about was that gal. On my first day off in a long time, I decided to visit Photo Studio Sekafushi.
All right, young girl. A cat and a dog will play the staring contest. Which has the funniest face? Can you tell me?
Kitty.
What? I can make funny faces too.
That gal. She really works at this photo studio.
Thank you for your time. Wait, the dark guy from the corrupt company.
Hi. I'm sorry to barge in here like this. I'm not here for a photo shoot or anything, but...
I'll be free once they're done picking out photos, so just sit there and wait for me.
Then after about 30 minutes of waiting, the gal and the photographer finally came over to me.
Thanks for waiting. Shall we have tea? What would you like? Super black coffee?
Anything's fine.
Hi, I heard you're a friend of Shion's. Nice to meet you. I'm Shion's father.
What? Oh, you're her father. Did she say I'm her friend?
I heard you're the corrupt company employee she lectured at the diner. But roughly speaking, you're friends, right?
Isn't her father too laid back?
That girl is always at work, so she doesn't play outside as much as she should for her age. It's nice to have a friend of hers visit.
Dad, I'm working hard because I enjoy it. Don't talk about me like I'm not old enough.
I see.
Are you the head of this studio and not your father?
Yeah, I saved up the money to build the studio. I'm the one in charge of everything here.
I was a freelance photographer, but it wasn't working out as a career. After her mother passed away, things did not go well and it was very hard. It is all thanks to her that I'm able to work like this now.
I see. She said she'd already seen plenty of darkness. I guess that's what she meant. This girl has been through a lot after all.
Dad is a really good photographer. He never misses a single shutter chance. But because he has such a loose and fluffy personality, he's really not suited for business. If things continued like this, we won't be able to make ends meet, and Dad will have no choice but to quit photography. But he can't do much else besides photography. That's when I decided to create an environment where my dad could make some money taking pictures.
And she worked a lot of part-time jobs between the ages of 18 and 24. She even worked as a cabaret girl before. Then she saved up some money and opened a studio. Now with her father's skill as a photographer and her own sense of style, The studio became popular as a place where you could take pictures that can't be taken anywhere else. Sorry, I said something one-sided and judgmental about you the other day without knowing anything about you. I apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry too. I know my dad is a jolly guy now. But one time, he was very sick and it was very hard for him. Seeing your face reminded me of my dad at the time. So I meddled. Thanks for coming to see me today.
She's shining after all. Looking at this gal makes me feel like my dark aura fades away. I'm starting to think that maybe I can get back to a place where the light shines. I'm sorry to bother you so abruptly, but...
Huh? What? What is it all of a sudden?
My name is Haruto Shibuki. I've been working for Yamadarake Co. for 5 years, and I can do anything related to accounting. I've been working at a corrupt company for 5 years. I've never been late or missed a day of work. My physical exam results are excellent, so I'm confident in my physical strength and sense of responsibility. Would you be so kind to hire me? I said it in the heat of the moment. Oh no. I think she must have been taken aback. Oh no, no, no. I'm scared.
Yeah, okay. I'll hire you.
What? That easily?
Well, I'm like this too. So to tell you the truth, I was having a hard time with the numbers and stuff. You're a perfect person for the job. You're a lifesaver. Come, join.
It takes 3 months from the time I notify the company of my resignation to the time I leave, so I won't be able to work for you until 3 months from now, but is that okay?
What? That's far away.
I always resented the bad environment around me, but she made me realize I just have to change myself. I also want to live my life doing what I wanted to do. And 3 months later, I somehow graduated from the corrupt company and got a job at a brilliant photo studio. Ah!
Thank God for people who are good at math.
The money management is a mess! I don't know how you manage to run a business like this!
Well, I was thinking of hiring someone eventually. And I knew the right people would come along.
Are you really 21? Or is this your third life?
I actually came to save you from despair. As your future wife.
What?
I'm joking.
Oh no! I almost took you seriously! We got married 2 years after that. And I can't get rid of the theory that she was indeed my wife from the future. My name is Kaito Kojima. I'm 30 years old. My mom has asthma, so I live at home even though I'm this old. Hey, I heard you had an asthma attack. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Kaito took me to the hospital.
It's already been a while since she's calmed down. Thank goodness. Thanks, Kaito. She usually takes medication, but Mom is prone to sudden attacks in the winter. If the inhaler doesn't work, we have to run her to the hospital. So during this time of year, I sleep in my room clothes so I can go out anytime. My dad works a lot of night shifts, so I didn't have intentions of moving out of my parents' house.
Hello. Oh, brother-in-law, are you watching cartoons in the afternoon again?
Oh, hi.
Oh my. This is why it's bad to be an unemployed anime nerd. It's a bad influence for kids too. So please, stop already.
Last year, my younger brother Takumi married a divorced woman with a child. This 5-year-old kid was born between my brother's wife and her ex-husband. They often come to my house for no particular reason and make comments assuming I'm some unemployed recluse. Don't come over out of the blue just to complain. I'm sorry. It was an important anime that I really needed to watch for my next job.
If watching anime is your job, are you a home guardian or something? Oh my. I'm going to get polluted if I talk to you. Leo, let's go.
My mother's out. I'm sorry. Could you make an appointment before you come? My mother's always trouble when you come out of the blue.
I'll wait in your room. Thanks for pretending to be a home security guard.
Man, watching anime is an important part of my job. Don't assume I'm unemployed just because I'm home most of the day.
Hey, Mom! That guy's room was full of girls' dolls. That's so gross. That's the problem with these nerds. Leo, don't get interested in these things like that, alright? I want to go into that room. Then, do it next time he isn't around.
Then one day, I was away from home in the morning because I had to teach at school. When I came home in the evening, my brother-in-law and their kid was having tea on the living room sofa. Hi! I didn't know you were here.
Looks like it's been a while since you've been out. But were you just stocking up on anime goods? Are you going to line them up and call them my wife or something? How terrible.
I came by after work. What I buy is none of your business. Could you please stop being such a jerk?
Oh my god!
What? Mom, what happened?
Oh, Kaito, I'm sorry. I couldn't stop it.
What?
Huh? It came off.
What? My unfinished Suchan's tail!
Hey, stop making my kid cry.
If you're a mother, you should see what your child has done.
What? He played with it a little and it just broke off, right? What? Figurines nowadays break just because kids play with them. Maybe it's been used inappropriately so often that it got damaged and fragile.
I was still working on that figurine he broke.
Working on them? What? You don't just collect figurines, but you make them yourself too? Oh god.
That's my job! I'm a figurine prototype maker. I make clay models of the figurines.
Job? Playing with clay is your job? oh, my stomach hurts. How pitiful to hear a grown man's job to make clay models of cartoon characters.
Kaito, maybe it's about time you call him.
Yeah, I'll have to explain this to him. I called my brother. Then my brother came by to my parents' house as soon as he finished work. Bro! Sorry I'm late! Yeah, it's okay. Sorry for calling you after work. I didn't know what to do, so I wanted to talk to you about it. What is this? Did Leo do this?
He was already in the room by the time I realized. I'm sorry. I should have been more careful since I was in the house.
No. You were making dinner, weren't you? It's not your fault, Mom. Yeah! Why was it Mina watching Leo?
You don't need to be so angry too. It's just a piece of junk, right? He said he made it himself. It's worthless.
What? I told her I was a figurine prototype maker, but she didn't understand. Mina, my brother's job is to make figurine prototypes. He's a well-known prototype maker in the industry, and he even teaches at a training school. He has a room full of expensive stuff.
Don't try to scare me like that. You say expensive, but it only costs a few thousand yen, right? It's just clay.
Don't be silly. The prototypes of the figurines he makes cost 300,000 yen at the lowest.
Wait, the one with the broken tail too?
You broke something that he was working on?
I'm sorry. I didn't know. Was it really that important?
Not knowing isn't an excuse! Leo! Do you know how long it took my brother to make this? Calm down. Leo didn't go into the room to break anything on purpose, and I'll forgive him this time, but I want you to go home and talk it over with him. About their behavior in the house and so on. I was also gut-wrenchingly upset because it was my brother's loved one in his family. And I was trying to calm things down somehow, but...
That's right. You know we come in and out of the house often. You should at least put a lock on your room. If it was just locked, none of this would have happened.
How can you be so bossy after all that? What? You come in and out of this house that often? I didn't hear.
Oh.
Mom, sorry. How often do they come here?
About 5 times a week?
You mean all the days I work? What are you doing?
I thought your brother-in-law was just an unemployed anime nerd, so I thought your mother-in-law and her father-in-law were having a hard time. I was just trying to be considerate and come visit them.
The only reason I'm able to live doing what I want is because my brother said I'll take care of mom and dad in their old age. I will not forgive you for this matter, even if he does. I'm so sorry. I'll pay for it. Although it's not something money can fix. It's okay. There's still time to meet the deadline, so don't get too upset with him, okay? Thanks for your concern. I'll come back to talk to you again. I'll go home for today. With that, my brother took his wife and son and went home. I had to remake the figure that was broken, so I'm gonna have to concentrate and make up for the delay. And when the work settled down, I contacted my brother's family because I was concerned about them. And he said, I want to have a talk, including our parents. So we all gathered at my parents' house. Thanks for taking the time. And again, I'm really sorry about the other day. Oh, it's okay. I'm back on schedule now. Leo didn't come today? No, he's staying with a friend of mine. Today's topic is a little overwhelming for Leo. Does that mean we're getting a divorce? What? Because of what happened the other day? That's part of it, but there's more. According to my brother, his wife often used his savings without his permission. When he warned her about it, she sold his precious collection of books without his permission. My brother was getting fed up. I looked into why she needed the money so badly and found that she had a lot of debts that she had incurred before she married me.
You mean she was silently using the money to pay off her debts?
If that was the case, there's still room for discussion, but she wasn't using all of it to pay off her debts. She was spending most of it on her own.
No way.
Mom? What's wrong?
Actually, Mina-san used to come to me for financial advice, saying that her husband's salary was not enough to make ends meet.
What? Takumi works at a bank and she still says his salary's not enough?
Yeah, I thought it was strange, but I couldn't tell her because I thought there might be some circumstances she couldn't tell me about.
You were being considerate. Thanks, Mom. So we decided that it'd be difficult for us to continue our marital relationship any longer. As for breaking your figurine, I'll pay for it since it happened during the marriage and I'm responsible for it as her husband. Okay. You said she spent your savings. What about that? I have 3 million yen in savings that I can prove she used without permission. I'm gonna make sure she pays for that.
I'm letting you know, but after the divorce, we're distributing the residual assets. I'm taking half of your savings.
What are you talking about? The assets built up after the marriage are shared, but you've only been married for less than a year. Takumi's savings are not yours because they were accumulated while he was single.
What?
I couldn't prove you spent it without permission in the first place, but you spent a lot more. We're splitting the assets we built up after we got married, and we're sitting on $3 million. Understand?
Yes.
And so my brother got divorced. I felt sorry for Leah, who had to stay with such a helpless mother. But my brother was not willing to fight for custody of Leo. 15 years later, I married a woman with whom I had a business relationship, and our child was now in junior high school. I'm still working as a figurine maker. You're Kaito Kojima-san, right? Huh? You are... My name is Leo. Your brother used to be my father, and I once trashed your workroom before. What? Leo? From that time? I'm so sorry about what happened back then. I know it's late, but please let me pay for it. I saved up the money myself. Pay for it? I've bought many figurines made by you, Kojima-san. I love them. I've regretted it for a long time. I understand. I will take your feelings into consideration. Thanks. I'll use it to pay for the materials.
Thank you!
It's already been a long time since that matter, and I've been reimbursed by my brother. But I felt that if I didn't accept this money, I wouldn't be able to relieve his feelings, so I decided to take it. Leo said he cut ties with his mother after graduating from high school and lives alone while working. He said, I've been working hard so I can properly apologize to Kojima-san. His eyes were very honest, and I was touched.
My name is Mizuki Saigo. My daily pleasure is to go to a diner near my office for lunch.
Here you are, Saigo-san. Here's your daily lunch plate.
Oh, thank you. Saigo-san, Inazawa has a new parfait she made. You can order it if you want.
The parfait Hinazawa-san made?
Hey, owner. You can't eat that much after having the daily lunch plate. Saigo-san has work in the afternoon too.
What? Is it that big? After the peak of lunchtime from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. That's my lunchtime. Eating a meal while talking with Hinazawa-san, who has a nice smile and the friendly master, is a relaxing time for me. However, Hinazawa-chan, please give me 2 of your new parfaits.
Oh, welcome, Kanaganai-san. Are you going to have 2?
Yeah, I'm in the mood to fill myself up with Hinazawa-san's parfait today.
Okay, I'll prepare it for you.
My healing time is over for today. I came a little early so I wouldn't have to run into him. You were aiming for a less crowded time to talk to Hinazawa-san, weren't you? I can't help but notice your dirty mind. The man next to me is Kanaganai-san, a self-proclaimed business owner who I often run into. This area is an office district, so I'm sure there are a lot of business owners here. But I'm not sure what he does for a living. You're always around at this time, too. I always have lunch at this time. I'm a business owner and can't always eat at the same time as everyone else. It's true that I have a desire to talk to Hinazawa-san. But so does Kanaganai-san, who likes Hinazawa-san. In fact, it's Kanaganai-san whose dirty mind is usually on full display.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here is the new parfait, Sekai No Fushigi.
Wow! This is a true wonder of the world!
Please, finish it, okay?
Oh, I can feel Hinazawa-chan's love! After all, as a business owner, I must have deep pockets! It's your stomach that's deep. Kanaganai-san, you say you're a business owner, but what kind of company do you run? Oh, a tech company. You seem to be interested in what a great business owner I am, but I'll spare you the details because I'm sure people like you, who are used to being used, have no idea what I'm talking about. I only talk about business with people who take control. Huh, is that so? Kanaganai-san likes boasting since he's a business owner, but depending on how you use it, my title is well worthy of boasting as well. As a matter of fact, I am a lawyer. I don't wear a badge so people don't notice my profession when they meet me on the street. I carry it with me, but don't put it where people can see it because it tends to intimidate people around me. I thought I would never reveal to Kanaganai-san that I was a lawyer because I had no desire to do anything about him. Then one day,
Saigo-san! The office staff is busy right now. Can you pick up the phone?
Yeah. Thank you for calling. Sakafushi Associates here. Excuse me. My name is Kanaganai. I can't pay back my debt, and I'd like to consult with you about bankruptcy or personal rehabilitation. I'm in a bit of a dire situation. Please make an appointment as soon as possible. Kanaganai? Could it be? I asked him about the details of his consultation over the phone. Apparently, he has quite a lot of debt. Kamiki-san, this person wants to make an appointment as soon as possible.
Soon as possible? I have a cancellation on the 8th at 10 a.m. Please put it there.
Yes. How about 10 o'clock on the 8th? What? I told you I'm in a tight spot! Can't you make it today? Well, we're already booked for today. Damn. Fine then. How rude. It could be the Kanaganai-san I know, but it could also be a stranger with the same last name. Kanaganai-san said he was a business owner, and with his confident attitude, I didn't want to think he was in debt. But it was that Kanaganai-san who came on the day of the appointment, and from the look of Kamiki-san after the consultation, the situation looked bad. Oh, trying to score points today? No, I just wanted something sweet because I did a lot of brain work this morning. You say you use a brain, but I bet you don't do much work anyway. Well, I'm a business owner, so I run low on sugar often. I remember you said on the first phone call that you made a mistake at work and got fired. Who would have thought he was lying about being a manager? No wonder he only said things that were so thinly veiled. He still doesn't know it was me who picked up the phone, but I'm not gonna tell anyone about what I know over the course of my work. Whatever lies Kanaganai-san told, I had no intention of meddling. Excuse me.
Oh, yes.
Saigo-san, an acquaintance of mine wants me to introduce them to a lawyer. Is it okay if I refer to them to your law firm?
Oh, it's okay. Shall I give you my business card?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Lawyer? Oh, he knows I'm a lawyer now. Well, I guess I'll just say it right here. Oh, yes. I work at Sekai No Fushigi Associates in the building behind this one. I'm just starting out, but after that, I didn't see Kanaganai-san at the diner for a while. Maybe he found out that I work at the law firm and thought his identity got exposed, so he can't come here at this time of day.
Kanaganai-san hasn't been coming lately, has he?
Does he come at a different time?
No, not at all.
Oh, I saw him. The other day, right after he left the store, some scary-looking people surrounded Kanaganai-san and took him away.
What? When was that?
When was it? This might have been the day when Saigo-san ordered the parfait.
4 days ago? I rushed back to the office to tell Kamiki-san. Kamiki-san! I heard an eyewitness report that someone who looked like Kanaganai-san who came to consult with us the other day was surrounded by scary people and taken somewhere 4 days ago. Have you been in touch with him recently?
Oh, yeah. I got a call yesterday and have an emergency meeting for now. I think we're going to sign the contract today.
He's okay. Ugh, that's a relief.
It's a sudden meeting and all the meeting rooms in the office are occupied. So I was thinking of going somewhere with a private room to talk. I called a nearby diner and they said they have a private room available, so I'll go there.
You mean the restaurant with Hinazawa-san? Okay, see you later. And 2 hours later, Kamiki-san returned to the office looking exhausted. Kamiki-san, what happened?
It's not going anywhere. We decided to call it off.
What? Did something happen? According to Kamiki-san, when Kanaganai-san found out they were at the diner with Hinazawa-san, he refused to enter and started to argue in front of the place. What? Why are we going to talk here? Are you going to ignore my privacy?
We can use the back rooms, that'll be fine. The office is not available on short notice. If you don't like it that much, we can find somewhere else, but...
You're looking down on me because you're a lawyer, aren't you? That's why you treat me like this.
What?
You think I'm less than human because I have debts. I'm less than a piece of trash because I have gambling debts.
Calm down. Anyway, let's go somewhere and talk.
I wasn't the kind of person who was addicted to gambling either. But I made a mistake. Got fired from my job. Couldn't find a job. And the stress of it all forced me to gamble. I know you're laughing at me in the pit of your stomach. I don't need you anymore. Who needs help from you people who live off the money of the poor?
I see. So, are we done with this matter? We haven't signed the contract yet, so this is goodbye.
Fine!
I'm afraid there's nothing more we can do. We tried our best to be flexible with our hours, but
Thank you for your hard work. After that, I never saw Kanaganai-san at the diner again. I don't know if he's running away from scary people or if scary people took him away. Who knows?
The other day, Kanaganai-san was having a hard time. He was yelling in front of the store. The lawyer who was talking to him was very troubled. He was also lying about being a business owner. I wonder why he would lie like that.
The person he is now, I guess people just couldn't admire him.
It's too bad we lost one of our regulars. But Hinazawa-chan has a chance, right? Why don't you tell him soon?
Don't rush me, owner!
Huh? What is it?
Saigo-san, can I have your contact information? And, would you like to go on a date with me?
To be honest, I was also angry at Kanaganai-san as someone who likes Hinazawa-san. What would have happened if Hinazawa-san fell for Kanaganai-san after all those lies he told her about his status? If it's okay with you, I don't want to deceive the people I like and involve them in my misfortune. I will continue to live my life with sincerity and earnestness.
I'm Koki Hatsuno, 32 years old. I got divorced. May, what is this?
I don't know. I came home from school and Ren was crying by himself. Mommy! Mommy!
So did you call your mom?
I've been trying to call her, but she won't pick up. I left a message in her voicemail. I'm sorry. I didn't know if I should call you, Hatsune-san. I was afraid of interrupting your work.
No, this is not the time to be so reserved about such an important matter. This girl, my daughter May, calls me by my first name, Hatsuno-san. Because I told her she could call me whatever she wanted when we first met, because she's Asami's, my wife's stepdaughter.
Mommy! Where are you? Ren, don't cry. Let's be quiet, okay?
Damn it, she won't answer me either. Where would she go leaving Ren?
Your child's voice is very loud since a while ago.
I'm sorry, we'll quiet down right away.
Please, I know it's a small child, but...
Ren, let's be quiet, okay? Okay?
Is something wrong? Teacher!
Haruna-san! This girl is Sakura Haruno. She's a college student who works part-time as a tutor for May.
I'm here to pick up something I forgot the other day. Mom left the divorce papers and disappeared. What?
Ren, let's stop crying now, okay?
Okay, Ren. Let's calm down.
What? Wow, what kind of magic is that?
It's said that when babies and small children hear the sound of a sandstorm or a heartbeat, brings them back to the sense of security that they had when they were inside the bellies and make them quiet.
I don't know.
Hatsune-san, my mom.
That's right! I have to go look for her. May, look after Ren! I searched around the apartment building aimlessly, but of course I couldn't find her. It's no surprise since it'd already been hours. I gave up and went to the police station to file a missing persons report, but they wouldn't accept it because the divorce papers were still there. I returned home with a broken heart when the clock was about to strike midnight. What? Haruno-san, you're still here?
Yes, I was worried about May and Ren, so I thought I'd stay the night. May told me she would share her bed with me, so... Hatsune-san and I are both upset, so it'd be a relief she were here.
But right. If it's not too much trouble for you, Haruna-san.
I'm fine since I live alone. Ren is sleeping now. What are you gonna do now?
The police told me there's no need to make a case out of this since the divorce papers are here. It's Asami's handwriting, isn't it? I don't understand. It's so sudden. You didn't hear anything either, May?
No, but
Huh?
Mom gradually started to look bored from a while ago. She'd always make that same face. Very cold look. Maybe all those pent-up feelings inside just exploded.
I'm gonna call it a day for now. Did you two eat?
I already did with Ren while you were looking for her. I took a bath as well. Although I still don't know how to process all this.
Okay, why don't you both go to bed then? I'll eat my share and go to bed afterwards.
Okay, good night. Good night.
Ugh, what a day. I still don't understand. I'm just exhausted. Was life with me boring for Asami? I met Asami 4 years ago. She was 4 years older than me and 32 when we met. She was working part-time at a supermarket.
You always buy boxed lunches, don't you?
Yeah, you remembered me?
Of course. You're always waiting for us to put the discount stickers in the lunchbox section.
Oh no, how embarrassing.
You don't cook for yourself?
I don't think I have the taste.
Really? If I was your wife, I'd cook for him every day.
I remember we became friends quickly because of that conversation. When we started talking about marriage, that's when I was informed that she has a child.
My daughter May, she was 13.
13 years old? She's in junior high.
I'm sorry, Koki. A woman with a child in junior high. You're not into that, right?
No. My love for you won't be shaken by that. Your child is like a daughter to me too.
Really? Thank you, Koki.
May, I'm gonna love you like my own child. But I know you're not comfortable with a stranger suddenly becoming your father, so you don't have to force yourself to think of me as your father, and you can call me whatever you want. I'll be happy if we could get to know each other.
Okay.
Then I married Asami, and the three of us started living together. We were blessed with a child, Ren, and lived happily. That's what I thought. The next morning...
Oh, good morning.
What? Haruno-san?
An appreciation for the one-night stay meal. I made it last night too. Hatsuno-san, I've been thinking. I think I'll go to my father's place.
What?
Ren is Hatsuno's child, but I'm not. If I stay here by myself after Mom is gone, it's weird, right?
What are you talking about? It's not weird. Why would you say that? Is that what you want to do? Okay. If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you. I respect your decision.
Koki-san.
Can you give me your father's phone number then? If I don't give him a hello, he'll be surprised if you show up unannounced.
What? Yeah.
I'm sorry for being so impulsive, Haruno-san.
No, not at all. Are you alright, Koki-san?
What?
Not only your wife, but me too. You don't want her to leave, do you?
Yeah. Not just because she's Asami's daughter. When I saw the look on her face the first time I met her, I knew I had to make her happy. That's what I thought. That night... Oh, it's cold. Ren, let's get inside quickly, okay? I'm home! Wait. May? Something's wrong. Where did she go? She should be home from school by now. No way! Hello? Who is it? Hello, is it Tatsuki Kazuno-san's line? Yeah, who are you? I'm sorry, I'm Hatsuno, who remarried with Asami-san. Is May with you right now? May? She's not here. Damn it, my ex-wife's husband calling their ex-husband. Who do you think you are? No, it's not like that. Oh, well, if she did come, I'll have her work. I lost in horse betting again. She's in high school right now, right? She can make a lot of money if she quits school and works. I'll take her in if she's a nuisance. Is that so? I will not let my daughter go to someone like you. I immediately filed a missing person report with the police. You'll search this time, won't you? Yes! I called Haruno-san and asked her to take care of Ren. And then I looked around aimlessly again. She was found? at the police station. We found her dozing off on a bench in front of the station. What were you doing? We were worried about you.
I'm sorry. I thought there was no place for me because I'm not blood related. I felt like I had to go somewhere. But the truth is, I didn't want to go to my father's. I wanted to live in the apartment with Hatsune-san and Ren.
Now come here. Don't think you don't belong here. I told you, you're my daughter. I didn't say that just to be nice. Don't disappear on me again.
Yeah.
Asami?
What? Koki? How did you know?
I had the detective agency looking for you. You're a real piece of work, ain't you? You came all the way here to report a divorce?
What do you want? If you had them look into it, you'd know by now, wouldn't you?
Was life with me a bore?
Yeah, to be honest, life wasn't easy after I left my gambling husband. I just wanted to marry someone else and get on with it. But people are selfish creatures, aren't they? When that happened, I needed more stimulation.
You didn't feel anything for May or Ren?
Felt bad, of course, but they have you, right? I knew I wasn't cut out for parenting.
I see. It's a relief to hear.
What?
Now I can file for alimony without a care in the world. I'll see you at the mediation.
Alimony? What? You gotta be kidding me!
All right, dinner's ready. Wow, what a feast. It's a celebration for taking care of the problem. I did my best.
May, now that everyone knows you're part of the family, don't even think about it, okay?
Yeah, Dad. Wait, it feels weird. Cookie-san it is.
What? Come on, say it again then.
Oh, by the way, Cookie-san, if you're a member of this family, that means I am too, right?
What?
Mommy? That's right. I'm Mommy.
No, wait a second! The Hatsuno family is full of smiles right now.
My name is Riku Shimura. I'm 27 years old and my hobby is saving money. I have no girlfriend and no other hobbies, so I'm betting my life to save for my retirement. Calling me stingy is a compliment. Ah, thanks a lot. It's so nice of you to give me a used washing machine. My last one broke down out of the blue. We had a baby, so we moved to a bigger house and got a drum-type washing machine. Thanks for taking it. Getting rid of it is a pain. The legs are a little wobbly. Is that okay? I'll just put a piece of cardboard over it. So, how much do you want me to pay? I don't need your money for this secondhand stuff. In exchange, I didn't bring it clean, so you'll have to clean it yourself. Oh no. Thank you, Tomaki, for such a clean and nice washing machine. Tomaki is a friend I've known since high school, and he understands that I'm really frugal. He has given me a lot of secondhand items in the past. But you work for a pretty good company and make more money than I do. Your hobby is saving money. Don't you have a girl you like? Don't you want to get married? Not at all. Remember, my parents had a double affair and got divorced, so I can't even dream about marriage. It's hard to find a woman who can break the spell. I mean, a good woman like that would never fall in love with someone like me anyway. You went through a lot. By the way, after my parents divorced, I was taken in by my mother, and both my ex-father and mother remarried their partners. They seem to value their new family more than me, so we're completely estranged now. I'll just save up and live a happy life when I'm old. In this day and age, you should save 20 million for your retirement. No, even if you have 20 million, you can't feel secure. I think you'll have a pretty good life if you have 20 million for retirement. Well, I'm interested to see how much you could save, so if you need anything else, let me know. Thanks, you're a real nice guy. So, it's not that I don't have money, but I have a personality where I feel joy cutting down my electricity and water bills to the penny and living off of it. And that's how I was spending my days as a frugal and stingy guy. 3 days after installing the new washing machine, I came home from work to find that someone had used the washing machine. What? Smells like detergent, as if someone had just used it. Did someone use it while I was at work? What is this? A washing machine of all things? Could it be some kind of harassment? I won't forgive them. Using my electricity and water bills. And even the detergent on top of the washing machine without my permission. I tried to fight back against the unauthorized user by unplugging the washing machine, but to no avail. They use it after plugging it in. I want to lecture the culprit because I'm so angry that he wasted my money. But I'm a frugal, stingy guy, and I can't afford a surveillance camera. How can I monitor my washing machine without spending money? I just have to monitor it myself. Excuse me, Chief. I'd like to take a day off with pay.
Huh? For what reason?
To monitor the washing machine.
Can't you come up with a better excuse?
The Chief looked at me like I was an idiot, but I got my paid leave. And I kept watching the hallway from the door viewer. Then, after I felt the door to the room next door open, a young woman came up to my door carrying a laundry basket. And after putting something in the post box, she started to use the washing machine. Hey, you!
Oh, I see you are home. Hello.
What's the matter with her? She doesn't seem to feel bad at all. That's my washing machine. Were you using it because you didn't know?
Oh, yes, I know. Wait, have you not seen the letter?
The letter?
You were always away, so I left a letter in your post box.
I checked my post box and found 4 neat white envelopes amongst some flyers. Inside the envelopes are a letter and a 500 yen coin.
I am the person who recently moved in next door. I went to the local laundromat yesterday and saw a suspicious person and became afraid to use a laundromat. Could you please lend me your washing machine until I purchase one?
I didn't notice at all because I don't have the habit of checking the post box. I didn't know I was being asked to do this.
Thank you for your forgiveness. I will put the fee here. If it's not enough, please let me know. And as a thank you, I'll hang the sweets I made last night on the doorknob.
I just noticed this letter. What do you mean forgiveness?
Sorry. The morning after I wrote the first letter, there was a piece of paper under the detergent that said okay. So I thought I'd gotten your permission.
Okay? Oh, the thing I put underneath so the detergent wouldn't drip and make a mess.
I'm so sorry. I guess I was using it without permission.
Oh, sorry. It's my fault I didn't notice the letter, and it looks like you were paying me too. I know you didn't do it with bad intentions.
No, I'm really sorry.
The woman's name was Hinami Fujino, and she just moved in next door 5 days ago.
Good evening.
Suspicious person in the laundromat, huh? But you know the washing machine here is at risk of someone stealing it, right? Are you fine with that?
I'm at home when the washer is running, so if it stopped in a natural way, I was going to grab a frying pan and go after them.
If you have the guts to do that, I think you'd be able to use the laundromat. I guess you were the one who put a suspicious-looking Tupperware on the doorknob, but what was in it?
Tart tatin. I'm taking a pastry class.
It was food for mankind. Anyway, now that I know what's going on, you can use my washing machine until you can buy one.
Thank you. Shimura-san's washing machine was the cleanest, so I'm glad I can use it.
Well, it's easy to get dirty when it's outside. Although I don't cut corners on maintenance because I want to make it last as long as possible. After that, Fujino-san began to wait for me to come home from work, and at night she would bring me money for using the washing machine and sweets as a thank you. At first, I was happy to receive 500 yen just for lending her the washing machine, but then I began to feel somewhat bothered, so one day I said to Fujino-san, Fujino-san, I'll tell you one important thing. The cost of one load of laundry is roughly 28 yen for my washing machine. You pay me 500 yen every time. And on top of that, you even bring me snacks. Don't you think that's uneconomical?
Uneconomical?
I think you live in this apartment because you need to save money too, right?
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I've never lived alone before.
Then Fujina-san began to talk. Her grandfather, who lived with her until last month, passed away. She had to live on her own. Her parents divorced when she was a child. They each remarried and she was treated as if she wasn't there by both of them, and they never took her in. What a surprise. Same with me. My parents divorced and remarried. They weren't interested in me, so I decided to live on my own.
You too, Shimura-san?
Yes, I'm currently living a frugal, stingy life with the goal of saving for retirement. I know a lot about how to save money, so if you want, you could ask me anything.
Thank you. My grandfather has some savings because he saved the child support money my parents were sending him. But I was afraid of running out of money, so I chose this cheap apartment. I'm glad I met you. Please, make me your apprentice.
You and I seem to be alike, all right? I'll teach you how to save money. Then I began to give Fujina-san advice on how to save money. I buy leeks, celery, spinach, and other vegetables with roots. When you plant them in the soil, they will grow back. So don't throw away the roots of things like daikon radishes so you can grow them again.
I see.
When brushing your teeth, fill a cup with water and use that water. Put a rubber band around the neck of the shampoo pump to reduce the amount of shampoo that comes out in one push.
I see. By the way, how about submerging plastic bottles into the bathtub?
That's a good idea! You can soak in the bathtub with less water. We talked about how to save money for about half a year, and through saving money, our hearts began to connect. I was fine being single for the rest of my life, but I was starting to enjoy spending time with Fujina-san.
Shimura-san, I've come up with the ultimate money-saving technique.
Let's hear it.
How about you and I move in together?
And could you tell me how much money we can expect to save that way?
First of all, a bath. Submerging plastic bottles filled with the water saves the water bill, but has the disadvantage of lowering the temperature of the hot water and raising the cost of other utilities. However, if Shimura-san and I bathe together, we can increase the volume of the tub water without submerging plastic bottles. There is also no need to pay for the water used to clean those bottles.
You're right!
Electricity bill can be cut in half with 2 people live in the same room. Food will also be cheaper if you prepare for 2 people. And if we are together, you don't have to watch TV, and you can live happily without having to buy anything for entertainment.
I can't believe the same person who used to waste so much money thinks like that now. You've grown.
It's all thanks to my mentor.
All right, let's live together and see how good we can get at saving money.
Yes.
This is how I started living with Fujina-san. And then, about a year after meeting Fujina-san, I introduced her to Tomoki, who happened to be visiting, and he said, "You guys are like a married couple now, aren't you? Why don't you just get married?" Well, you're right. Sorry, I didn't think of that.
I'm sorry, I didn't think of that either. Shall we get married?
Yeah, that's a good idea. And both of you were concerned about the future and felt the need to save money in the first place, right? You're together and you're still worried about having to save money? Come to think of it,
I don't think it's a worry.
saving money is important, and so is retirement. But why don't you at least buy what you need now? Realizing that after Tomoki told us, we got married. We also realized that we didn't need to save so much money for retirement since we both don't spend a lot. So we bought a house. Of course, we shop for all kinds of energy-efficient items for our new home. But we will continue to make saving money our life's purpose. But we're also going to live a little bit more extravagantly and remember to enjoy the life we have together.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.